Guys, call me crazy. Call me absolutely insane if you want. But I think I may actually agree with the women from Female Dating Strategies for once. So here's the title. I literally can't stop laughing. Scrote pressures wife into open marriage. Doesn't go the way he thought it would. ... And the way that women use scrote, it's like a derogatory term. They're calling him like a scrotum, like he's like a little nerd, like a little dweeb. This was looks like this was posted on Reddit. Am I the a-hole? And this is where the girl took it from that posted this. I'm deeply in love with my wife, but for several years now, I've felt the need to see other women. I'd never cheat, and so I've been bringing up the idea of an open marriage with her. She flat out refused at first, but I've persisted, and she gradually came around with the understanding that we'd try it for 3 months. All right, so guys, here we see an interesting flip on the scenario. A lot of times we'll see posts where the woman wants to try an open relationship or whatever, and then the guy has to like either let her or, you know, he wonders should he get a divorce or whatnot. This time, the guy brought it up. Now, again, I don't know the situation, but in this scenario, he says he's deeply in love with his wife, and it sounds like she didn't want to, so I'm going to pin this one on him. We see here, and I'm going to be clear about this. I try to be fair when I can be. This is on him. This is his fault so far. We set ground rules on how many and which nights per week we can be out. So one of us is home with our probably kids. And that we have to be transparent and upfront about what we're doing and who with. Just a first name, general description, how we met them, how far we're going with them. Okay, so they set the ground rules. Now, guys, here is why I'm just going to tell you that it's pretty much a bad idea typically for an open relationship. In marriage. Because, again, what we know is that women are the gatekeepers of sex. Women can get sex and dates really easily with online dating or just by going to the bar and flirting with guys. They can get the dates or sex. It's the commitment that is the hard part. It's the marriage that is really hard for women to get that men are the gatekeepers of. So in these scenarios, especially these days with how easy it is for women to meet men online, it's going to be pretty much in her favor every single time when you do open relationships. Pretty much, unless you are some celebrity guy. There's other scenarios maybe, but in most cases, the woman is going to be able to cash in much more on that arrangement. Well, long story short, for her, it's been a big success. It shouldn't surprise me. She's gorgeous, and for last year has been working really hard in her body. So, wow. So this girl, so he loves her. She's gorgeous. She didn't want the open relationship. Okay, guys, again, I'm going to be fair. And now, this is again why maybe marriage in general, even when you have it good, isn't all it might be, talked up to be. And even if you have it good, like he has a gorgeous wife and he loves her and she didn't want the open relationship. So that should tell you one thing, that even when it seemingly could be really good, he still has eyes. Now, this is on him completely. Again, I will agree with the girls here. This guy's a scrote for giving up what he had, and then you're just going to see he opened up Pandora's box. Anyway, she's out virtually every night on her allowed schedule, is seeing several different men of different ages, and seems vibrant and alive in a way I haven't seen her in years. For me, it has not worked out at all. What I had imagined were potential hookups turned out to be more in my mind than reality. I've been trying to meet someone online but haven't found anything that excites me. Meanwhile, she is out until the early morning several nights a week, or often not coming home until noon. And quite honestly, it's making me very jealous. I've told her that, and she's pointed out that it was my idea, and we had agreed to 3 months. All right, so again, this is actually a good point too, that in us men, we got to admit this, right? All of us men have a big ego. All of us men want to believe that we are red pilled. All of us men want to believe we're alpha. We all want to believe that, we know better, we do better. So in this case, we can all see why this happened, right? When he said, what I had imagined were potential hookups turned out to be more in my mind than reality. Because we know, you guys have seen me break down, text examples and online dating conversations. There's a lot of rules to the game, because there's so many other guys competing for women these days that you got to know the rules or it doesn't work out so well. So he found out the hard way. She got out there. She got all the dates. She gets the commitment. She has the family. She literally gets the alpha seeds, and she has the beta needs at home. And guess what? She also gets plausible deniability because it was his idea. It completely was. This is all on him. This is his fault. Now, after 1 month of this, it all went on hold due to the ongoing global situation. You guys know what we're talking about here, the old quarantine. Although she is texting and exchanging pictures with her partners. Oh, great. You have to see her sending these sexy pics to these guys. She maintains that our agreement should include 2 months after we can start all going out again. But I think it should expire after 3 months, period. But regardless, she is clearly going to want to keep doing this, and I am torn between how much I am hating this and how much happiness it's bringing her. Okay, this guy just cucked himself. No other way to say it. Guys, what do you think about this, right? This is all on him. This is all his fault. So the quarantine situation, basically, she's going, hey, hold on, this quarantine situation, that's a timeout on our 3 months. So he originally wanted, he talks her into doing this. Then she's reluctantly fine, okay, fine. We'll only do it for 3 months. We'll give it a try. And he's like, oh, yes, this is going to be awesome. And then she starts going out and just getting Chad and Tyrone and all this. She's all coming in all happy, sending sexy pics to other guys. Then he gets the whole quarantine thing starts, and he's like, okay, good. Whew. Keep her away from those other guys. And she's like, no. That's a timeout. This is just a pause. This doesn't count for our 3 months because she wants it to keep going. He opened up Pandora's box and now he can't put it back in here. This is the problem. This is the reverse problem. He had it good. She didn't want an open relationship. And then what did he do? He put her out on the CC, and now she's not going to want to come back. This is a reverse problem of what a lot of guys that are single are facing, where they don't want to commit long-term to a woman because a lot of these women have already been on the CC and they're having all this fun, and now they don't want to commit to one guy, or they think they do, but it's not going to be the same, right? This guy had a committed girl, and oh man. Anyway, what do you guys think about that? Again, I think this one's on him. We'll see if there's any good comments on here. Okay. Potential hookups turned out to be more in my mind than reality. More of these low-value men need to realize this cold, hard truth. I understand that this is, that was so gross. I've never been in an open marriage, but it sounds like they intended to have spontaneous hookups. This guy seemed to have specific people in his life that he already had in mind. Yep, he wanted to cheat, and this was his loophole, or so he thought. Laugh out loud. Yeah, see, I'm going to agree with these girls on this one. He had it good, and he did what we typically give women crap for. He wanted to go out and taste the buffet after committing to a marriage. And again, guys, this is why we say, hey, there's a lot of other reasons why not to. And I get it. There's a couple good ones if you want a family and all that stuff. But even this guy in a good relationship, or at least seemingly good as in from what it could be, he wasn't happy, or he wanted to experiment with other people. So that, I guess, is just a warning because Man, and he thought the grass was greener, and it certainly was not. I don't know. I would love to see what, check in on this guy and figure out what happened in this, but I can only imagine. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think she's gonna wanna. It's never gonna be the same again. But all right, I agreed with female dating strategies. Chalk it up. You know what? There we go. That's building bridges, guys. Building bridges with the feminists. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.